Akhirah. There is no fana for human being in this life, but it is a transfer to the next world. Fana will come when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to destroy and make everything extinct, like on the Day of Judgment. Before that, it is only change of rooms. It is only change of country. Once you were in the country of arwah, now your country of dunya. Some are in the country of barzakh. Then there will be the darul akhirah, the house of akhirah, the final abode. Anyway, this month, and we've just ended the month of Dhul Hijjah. They are both sacred months, and they mark 5 hijras, 5 migrations in them. And obviously they are there for us who are living to take some lesson and heed and benefit. Because as you know, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, Inna Allaha laghaniyun anil alameen. Allah does not need anyone. The deen does not need anyone. Jannah does not need anyone. They are placed. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Samad, Allahu Samad. We are in need. The deen is not in need of us, but actually we need to act upon. Similar is the other things Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created. The sun is not in our need. We need the sun to exist. So Allah Azza wa Jal creates blessings for us. The first hijrah which I am mentioning is the hijrah of Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam from his lands to the lands of Palestine and to the land of Makkah tul Mukarramah. He migrated. So there is a lesson in there. Then there is also the hijrah of Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam also marks, and that's where this year begins from Makkatul Mukarramah to Madinatul Munawwara. Third hijrah also is of Sayyidina Umar bin Khattab radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, that who migrated from this temporal world to the permanent abode. And also the hijrah which Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam marked this month by of Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam, taking Bani Israel away from Pharaoh and from the oppression of Pharaoh. That was a migration from Egypt to actually to the sacred lands. And the 5th hijrah in this month was the hijrah of Sayyidina Imam al-Husayn radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, who also migrated from Medina to Makkah and Makkah to Iraq and Karbala. So imagine all these migrations. They are either Anbiya, the prophets of Allah, like Sayyidina Ibrahim, Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam, and Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or they are great companions of the Prophet alayhi salam, or the family of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, Sayyidina Umar bin Khattab radiyallahu anhu, and Sayyidina Imam Hussein ibn Ali radiyallahu ta'ala anhuma. And I invite you to, because this is the beginning of the month, to reflect and to ponder and to read little bit and to listen about these 5 important migrations and hijras. You will learn many lessons from them. I will just mention very briefly one lesson very briefly from each, inshallah, in the second khutbah. أقول قولي هذا أستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين والمسلمات أسأل الله العظيم رب العرش العظيم أن يشفينا أستغفر الله العظيم الذي لا إله الحمد لله وكفى وسلام على عباده الذين اصطفى خصوصا على سيد الرسل وخاتم الأنبياء وعلى آله الأتقياء وعلى أصحابه الأصفياء أما بعد. So one brief lesson from the hijrah of Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam, that he left his family for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's sake. His uncles, his mother, his nation where he was living, and migrated towards Palestine. So imagine that now the world is full with his family. 3 ways this person has sacrificed. So the lesson for us, that if we do leave anything for Allah, we are not going to be losers. Rather, Allah is going to increase and bless. Like Allah blessed Hazrat Sayyidina Ibrahim wa ala Ali Ibrahim, that all Arabs, most of them are descendant of Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam. All Bani Israel, they are also his descendants, his family. And then we all Muslim, all Christian, they all attribute themselves to him. And we, all these Muslims who are not even from his family, they are his spiritual family. They are like Prophet Islam used to do dua, asbahna ala fitrat al-Islam wa ala kalimat al-ikhlas wa ala deen nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala millati Abina Ibrahim, Hanifa Muslima, Millat Ibrahim, the way of Ibrahim. So a lesson for us, that if we leave little bit of thing for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah is going to increase. Look at his family, he's in front of you. He didn't actually, his family, that he left, there was only one person, but now the world, most of the population world and the religion is full of his actually attribution. Secondly, we also learn from Sayyidina, after Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam, from Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, the lesson from his hijrah is that one of the lessons of many lessons is that he brought Muslims together on the hijrah. He gathered about 90 people from Ansar and 90 from the Muhajirin, and said that you are not now brothers of each other and you should share things. So Sayyidina Sa'd ibn Rabi radiallahu anhu said to Sayyidina Abdul Rahman bin Auf, who Prophet Islam made him brother to brother, he said, I am the wealthiest man in Ansar, in people of Medina. I share my half of the wealth with you. I have 2 houses, I give 1 house to you. I have 2 wives, I will divorce one and you can marry her. That was what Sa'd ibn Rabi radiallahu anhu said. What's happening with us? We are fighting with our blood brothers, blood relatives over these things. I want to marry such person, I didn't get married, so they are my enemy. This property, this land, this business, I don't want to give them. Or fighting over even taking their rights, their businesses, and fighting with each other, quarreling with each other actually over the things, the very things which they gave, lawful which they had, and voluntarily. Now that's Sayyidina Abdul Rahman bin Auf said, please, thank you, may Allah bless you for your kindness. I want to actually just earn myself livelihood. He didn't take, but many took, and the Muhajirin, they offered. So Sayyidina, and then the Muhajirin said that, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, also divide our gardens of date palm trees as well. The trees, the gardens, which were the main source of income. Prophet ﷺ said, no, I'm not going to divide that. It is sufficient, you share your wealth with them, what you have. The gardens and the vast gardens of date trees, I'm not going to. But the Muhajirin, the Munsar was so adamant, they still said to Muhajirin, okay, if Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam does not want to distribute, still you come and you water and look after the trees and we will share the fruits. They were still eager, even Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam saying it is sufficient. They're still eager to, actually, because they knew the akhirah, they had the yaqeen in akhirah, they knew that this dunya is nothing, wealth, and whatever you give is actually. So lesson for us, what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam did, what Sahaba did. Our people say, oh, there are many people in the world very, very poor, please help them. Oh, I can't help everyone. I don't have so much money. This is a job of the governments. I don't have so much money. I can't help every poor people. There are millions, etc. But what lesson did Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam give? He gave one lesson. He said, choose one person in your lifetime. If you cannot. If you can, more. But at least, like he said, one brother from Ansar, one brother from Muhajirin, they become brothers in Islam, brothers in Ukhuwah. So what is the lesson for you and me? Today when you go, think about this. Choose one person living in Somalia, living in Yemen, living in Iraq, one family, living in Pakistan, living in India, living here, that I can share, not maybe half, but just financially support them little bit better, that they can survive. If you cannot, this you can do, everyone can do. Now this sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, this method of the Prophet ﷺ is such that if there is, let's say, 500 million people, or from them actually, that from Muslims, they are earning. There are millions of people who are earning. If they follow such this sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, another 500 million will be fed. Can you imagine? 500 million people. You don't have to feed everyone, 10 people, 15 people, 20 people, 30 people. You're saying, oh, give sadaqah. You say, oh, I don't have enough for myself. How can I give? Well, everyone, especially living in Europe, and the rich people living in Arabs, in Pakistan, in India, they can afford many, and poor people in Europe, even laborer person who is getting 300 pound, 250 pound wage, he can send 50 pound, 100 pound a month definitely to Yemen, to Iraq. So I am saying, look at the wisdom of the Prophet ﷺ, that all of the Muhajirin, they were financially well off, at least eating and drinking, and their low needs were fulfilled. So if you and me, forget about millions, 10, 20, just one family, one person of your choice who you know is really deserving. If you are 500 million, 500 another million will be actually affluent and will be rich. The time is not allowing. I would have mentioned other lesson from especially Sayyidina Umar bin Khattab. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala raise his status. Due to him, the deen reached us actually. And Sayyidina Imam Hussein radiallahu anhu, the deen was saved, the true teachings of deen. He sacrificed for that, and many companions with him. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you with this new year, but it will become a blessing. You can make it a blessing or a curse for yourself. Allah wants to bless people. Allah wants to give. But it is we who make it a blessing or a curse for due to our amal. Look, we have these face masks here. One I have as well. This we are wearing what about the mask which Allah gave? He said, وَيْلٌ لِكُلِّ هُمَزَةٍ لُمَزَةٍ. Wear a mask of taqwa from ghibat, from lying, from hurting others, from harming others with your tongue. Who is wearing that mask? That is the mask of taqwa. This will not save you from this dunya. If not with corona, you will die with another one. Or if not anything, Israel will come and take you.